This episode of D News is brought to you by the Toyota Prius. Let's lead the way.
This year, I'm gonna be healthier, save money, sleep earlier, read more books, spend more time with people I care about, and find the love of my life. What could possibly go wrong? Hey there, all you ambitious kids. Katie here for D News. Every year it's the same. The clock strikes 12 and bam, you're a new person. All those things that make you feel bad about yourself are going out the door. Well, for a couple weeks or so. In fact, according to a study in the Journal of Clinical Psychology, out of the 45% of Americans who usually make New Year's resolutions, only 8% of them will succeed. Wow. That is disheartening. There are three main reasons why we have such a hard time keeping these resolutions. There are often too many, they are too vague, and they are often way too difficult. It can be fun and easy to make a huge bucket list of all the things that you want to change about yourself to set out to become the perfect you within the next year. But the problem is that we all have so many competing priorities, all these other things fall by the wayside. Having such a huge, daunting list can make it so much easier to abandon all of them. So how do we keep them? I want to be part of that 8%. Well, first of all, keep it simple. Rather than listing out 80 different things you want to try to achieve within the next year, try sticking to 1 to 3 goals that are really important to you. A study done by Stanford University showed that people that try to memorize more information have less willpower. Next, keep it specific. It's all right to have an overall goal of be healthier, but that's really vague. So in order to reach that long-term goal, set one small goal at a time. So maybe start with the goal, remove soda from my diet. Once you've successfully reached that goal, you can cross that off your short list and add a new one, like go for a run with Jen on Tuesdays. You get the idea. Speaking of Jen, an imaginary friend I just made up, employing the buddy system is pretty helpful, and not just in the traditional sense of having a friend to go to the gym with you on specific days, although that is very helpful. Sharing your goals with your friends and family can be so important. Studies show that a lack of social support can increase anxiety, cortisol, and heart rate, and all of these factors can affect your ability to stick to your goals. Share your goals with your friends, and if they try to shame you, then maybe it's time to add get new friends to your list. Not to mention, in this era of social media, it can be really easy to find social support. Go figure. Post your goals on a blog or Facebook. You could even make a weekly post to show your progress. An audience can be a good motivator. But don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. And remember that sometimes with the good support, there can be some pretty nasty people that feel uncomfy that you're doing something to better yourself and want to make you feel bad so that they can feel better. Shake it off, boo. They just mad at themselves. Now here's the big one. Don't be afraid to slip up. It's gonna happen. Humans are imperfect creatures, and no matter how scientific you are about your goals, there will undoubtedly be a time when you mess up. But that is okay. Using shame and guilt to motivate yourself will only backfire anyway. People who tend to feel badly about themselves have less self-efficacy, which in turn makes you feel more ashamed, and then it's just a vicious cycle. It's easier said than done, but practice self-forgiveness. If you tend to be one of those self-punishing people, maybe you should have one long-term goal of learning self-love. It's a tough one. And when you have that delicious piece of chocolate cake, enjoy it. Don't punish yourself. Remember that when you hit that first bump in the road, it does not mean you failed at your resolutions, and you may as well just eat another piece of cake and that ice cream and that donut and those feelings because you're just a worthless piece of failure. And P.S. Here's just a little extra tip from me to you. You don't need a new year in order to make a new resolution. Thank you so much for joining me on D News, you guys. I hope you all have a great new year, and if you feel so inclined, share your resolutions in the comments below. Social support for the win. You can follow me on Twitter at Katie Wayne, and if you'd like to see more videos by me, check out my personal channel, A New Hope with 3 E's. Fun is bound to be had. I'll see you next time. Bye.
This episode of D News is brought to you by the Toyota Prius. Let's lead the way.